Welcome back to our dark corner of the internet, where the shadows speak and the legends of the old world come to life. Tonight, we journey deep into the humid, ancient forests of Indonesia, where the canopy is so thick that sunlight rarely touches the ground. There are legends whispered by the elders about things that dwell in the shadows, creatures that defy the laws of nature and the logic of the living. But among all the ghost stories, none is more unsettling or bizarre than the forbidden secret of the Jenglot and its strange companion, the forest rat. This isn't just a tale of horror, it's a story of a bond formed in the darkness that most people have never even heard of. Prepare yourselves, because the truth is far more chilling than the myths.
To understand this mystery, we must first talk about the Jenglot. For those who don't know, a Jenglot is a tiny humanoid creature, often no bigger than a few inches, with long, tangled hair that continues to grow and sharp fangs that crave blood. Some say they are the mummified remains of powerful ancient sorcerers who were rejected by the earth and the afterlife, cursed to wander in this shriveled form. They are usually found in caves or buried deep under the roots of sacred trees. While most people fear them as omens of death, few realize that these creatures are rarely alone in the wild. They have a protector, a silent partner that stalks the forest floor alongside them, ensuring their survival in a world that has forgotten them.
The forest rat mentioned in these legends is not your ordinary rodent. These are large, obsidian-furred creatures with eyes that reflect a strange, intelligent light. In the villages bordering the deep woods, people say these rats act as the eyes and ears for the Jenglot. Because the Jenglot's physical body is stiff and limited in movement, it cannot easily hunt for the blood it requires to maintain its dark energy. This is where the rat comes in. It is a symbiotic relationship born of necessity. The rat provides the mobility and the protection, while the Jenglot provides a supernatural aura that keeps larger predators away. Together, they form a duo that has haunted the dreams of forest dwellers for generations.
The story begins in a small village nestled at the foot of Mount Salak. A local hunter named Aris once claimed to have witnessed the impossible. One night, while tracking a wild boar deep into a forbidden zone, he stumbled upon a clearing that was deathly silent. No crickets chirping, no wind rustling the leaves, just a heavy, suffocating silence. In the center of the clearing, he saw a large forest rat sitting perfectly still, almost as if it were standing guard. Upon its back, tied with strands of long, human-like hair, was a jenglot. Aris watched in frozen terror as the rat moved with a mechanical, deliberate grace, carrying its master toward a small stream to perform what looked like a dark ritual under the full moon. As Aris watched from the bushes, he noticed a strange phenomenon. The Jenglot wasn't just a passenger, it seemed to be communicating with the rat through low, guttural vibrations that resonated in the hunter's very bones. The rat approached a wounded animal, a small bird that had fallen from its nest. Instead of eating it, the rat held the bird down, and the Jenglot leaned forward. The air around them seemed to turn cold, and Aris claimed he saw a faint crimson mist being drawn from the bird into the Jenglot's mouth. This was the secret. The rat was the provider, the one who brought the life force to the mummified sorcerer. In return, the rat seemed to grow larger and more aggressive, fueled by the residual dark magic of its master.
Word of Aris's sighting spread quickly, but the elders warned him to stay silent. They knew that to speak of the Jenglot's secrets was to invite a curse upon one's household. You see, the bond between the Jenglot and the forest rat is believed to be a physical manifestation of a pesugian, a dark pact for wealth or power that went horribly wrong. Legend has it that a man once tried to use a Jenglot to gain riches, but he failed to provide the required blood sacrifice. As punishment, his soul was trapped in the body of a forest rat, forced to serve the creature he tried to manipulate for eternity. This is why the rats seem so intelligent. They are the vessels of those who dared to play with the dark arts.
But what happens if you disturbed them? Aris found out the hard way. A few days after his sighting, he began to hear the scratching of tiny claws inside the walls of his wooden house. Every night, the sound grew louder, accompanied by the smell of rotting earth and old blood. He found his livestock dead, drained of every drop of blood, with no visible wounds other than tiny pinpricks. The village shaman told him that the rat had tracked his scent back from the forest. The Jenglot does not forgive those who witness its vulnerability. It sends its loyal companion to collect the debt of blood that is owed for the intrusion. Eris eventually disappeared, leaving behind only a trail of black fur and a single lock of long, coarse hair.
Modern researchers and paranormal investigators have tried to find scientific explanations for these sightings. Some suggest that certain species of large rats in Indonesia might have a symbiotic relationship with certain fungi or parasites that make them behave strangely. However, science cannot explain the physical presence of the Jenglot, the biological anomaly that possesses DNA that is neither fully human nor fully animal. Those who have examined captured Jenglots in laboratories often report equipment malfunctions, sudden illnesses among the staff, and an overwhelming sense of dread. It seems that even in a cage, the Jenglot maintains its connection to the dark forces of the forest, and its protector is never far behind, waiting in the vents and sewers.
The secret love, or rather, the secret bond between these two entities, serves as a grim reminder of the balance of nature. In the deep Indonesian jungle, everything has a purpose, even the monsters. The Jenglot acts as a guardian of the ancient sites, and the rat is its physical hand. Together, they ensure that the sacred and forbidden places remain untouched by modern hands. Local myths suggest that if the bond is ever broken, if the rat is killed or the Jenglot is destroyed, a great calamity will befall the land. The forest would lose its spiritual anchor, and the spirits of the sorcerers would be unleashed without a vessel, wandering the villages in search of new bodies to inhabit.
So the next time you find yourself trekking through the dense woods of Java or Sumatra and you feel a pair of eyes watching you from the undergrowth, don't just look for a ghost or a tiger. Look down at the roots. Listen for the scratching of claws and the faint rhythmic vibration of a creature that shouldn't be alive. If you see a large rat with eyes too bright for an animal, turn around and walk away. You might have just stumbled upon the Jenglot's hunting grounds. Some secrets are better left buried in the dirt, and some bonds are too dark to ever be fully understood by the living. The forest has many secrets, and the Jenglot is its most jealous keeper.
We hope this story has given you a new perspective on the legends that haunt our world. The world is much bigger and stranger than we often admit, and the myths of the Jenglot are just one piece of the puzzle. Do you believe in these ancient curses, or do you think it's all just folklore designed to keep people out of the dangerous parts of the jungle? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Have you ever had a strange encounter in the woods that you couldn't explain? We love hearing your personal stories of the paranormal. Stay safe out there, and remember, not everything that crawls in the dark is just an animal.
Thank you for joining us on this journey into the unknown. If you enjoyed this dive into the secret life of the Jenglot and the forest rat, make sure to hit that like button. It really helps the channel grow and allows us to bring you more tales of terror. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates and hit the notification bell so you never miss a new story. We have plenty more mysteries from around the globe coming your way soon. Until next time, keep your lights on and your eyes open. Good night and stay curious.